good.
Ah, yes. Welcome back. It's Say Less Tips time. Here we are. It is a shortened round this week because of Origin. There is only 5 games to get through. So we're going to run through our preview, go through our tips for the week. Stay tuned. It's going to be fast, nice and quick. You boys all good over there?
All gravy, baby. All gravy.
Just making some
Magic
adjustments.
Hopping off the back hat.
It's a bit of magic.
Yeah, turn it around.
Bit of Uruguay dust.
Yeah, some of us need to turn around our tips this week. After an absolute shocker last week, but yeah, we just got 5 games to make some ground up. Let's not bugger eyes around.
Bugger eyes.
Yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
This is bugger eyes.
Like it's
I've never heard that one
it's
before.
it's a bad word.
It's a bad word for a bad man.
Anyway, let's get straight into the games.
Yes.
Let's get straight into the games. And the first game up is on, am I on the right round here? Eels versus Sharks?
Yes,
Yes, you
sir.
are. Round
Eels versus
13.
Sharks. So,
Wow.
7:50 p.m.
couple of big ins here. Obviously, Gutherson and Moses are back.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Nico out for the Sharks, obviously in Origin camp. So Braden Trindle comes back into the halves to pair up with young Daniel Atkinson, who's been absolutely fantastic. Apart from a bit of a quiet game last week, he's been absolutely fantastic. The rest of the Sharks also lose Cam McGuinness to Origin,
And
but
Nico.
I said Nico first.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Pay
dabbing
attention,
I was
mate.
dabbing off the brother.
Tipping up the brother.
I don't think they lose a lot. And Royce Hunt and Hamlin Uele they're back in. That is that's huge. Oh, Hunt played last week, sorry, but Hamlin Uele inclusion is huge.
And Eels are the favourites here. 15th up
No
against
way.
the first, and they're the favourites. I guess that King Gutho effect, Mitch Moses effect.
And Nico and McInnes out. So.
Yeah,
I mean, Sharks are still strong.
I think the Mitch Moses effect is a bigger one.
Moses.
You always know you're going to get a massive game from Gutho, but I think Moses with Brown in the halves, it's
beautiful to watch.
it's rocks and diamonds. Like, are the Eels going to come back and put on an absolutely massive performance? Can the Sharks have just been good? Apart from their slip up last week, this is a tough game to call.
I think Gutho and Moses will be nice and
massive.
rested. They'll
Yeah.
be ready for this coming to Origin. They'll be spewing a little bit that obviously they've been injured, so their names haven't been in any conversations around Origin because of their injuries. I reckon this could be a big game for the Eels.
So brings back that Dill Brown running game as well. So that's going to be nice for them. He's been using it, but not as much as he did last year. So it's going to be exciting to see him again. But Blaise Talongi on the bench, he did so well covering that fullback spot. And he nearly scored in every single game, and it wasn't just easy matchups every game, you know what I mean? Always had a try assist. So, yeah, it's good to see Gutherson getting that spot back, but it was even better seeing Blaise take that spot and basically make it his own.
Blaze on the bench, like I don't get it. Honestly, I'd probably would have maybe dropped Sevo, put Russell out on the wing, and put Blaise Talongi in the centres.
Yeah.
I think that's a better play, but hey, Trent Barrett at the helm right now, so
It's tough. You can't drop Sevo, but
you can.
in my opinion.
Sevo's been garbage. He's had a
He
rough
hasn't been
year.
that
He's
on.
just a big body. When that man gets the ball, though, he's breaking ad line every
Yeah.
single time.
Reincarnation.
And he's more than likely gone over the line if he's 10 metres out.
His form this year has not been good.
Not as good as it has been in prior years.
If
so.
I'm that big,
There's a lot of players in the Eels who lost a bit of form this year.
Yeah,
in
I
my
guess
opinion.
so. He's not wrong.
I don't know. I think what are you going to do with Talongi? Are you going to take off one of the outside backs? Are you going to take off Mitch Moses? Like,
I think
Don't
it's
get me
just
wrong.
injury.
I love the idea.
it's just I just think it's just a waste just having him on the bench. I think he needs to be in there.
Yeah, I do agree.
All right.
I mean, a bit of cover for anywhere in the back line.
Yeah.
To be honest, if there's if anyone gets injured,
Injury.
yeah. Maybe Moses and Gutho might be a little underdone. So who knows? We'll go through our tips at the end anyway. Moving on. Knights, Bulldogs, great game. Very, very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, Bradman Best is still out. But Daniel Saifidi comes back in. Oh, I think it's around the halves. It was obviously Burton in 18th man for New South Wales with Sexton teaming up with Hutchison. Sexton was amazing last week. Really lifted the Bulldogs, gave them a bit of direction. I looking up and down on the team list. We can go through a lot, but I think it's too close to call.
That's tough as well.
Maybe McDonald Jones Stadium home game for the Knights might get them across
well,
the
you
line.
got Berto,
I think
Crichton,
the
Kicker
Knights.
out for Origin.
I think the
Toby
Knights.
Sexton in. You still got Drew Hutchie, Josh Adokar, Bronson Cherry, Connor Tracy.
I definitely still think the Knights. This team's just about the same as when because they won 2 games before their bye, so it's just about the same thing. I think Christian Mapapalangi? It's probably the only switch for Bradman Best. So I definitely think, personally, I think it's not an easy one for the Knights, but I do think they're going to get up, and obviously kick out with that injury. You get Jacob Preston. We already know how good of a player he is, but I'd still probably stick by the Knights, honestly.
So is that Preston moving across to the left?
He was, he was on the bench, and then he moved up. It was Jamin Salmon and Kikau were running it.
Yeah.
But that's even good for Preston. Yeah, he'll be good on that left side.
Yeah, but he obviously won't be anywhere near as effective as Kikau is on that left side. But you've still got Cherry, you got Preston, and then you got Adokar pushing that left wing, which they're loving this season. They're absolutely loving that wing.
But that is with Birdo, so we'll see how they go without Birdo.
Well, Birdo slips in and out.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
I think Toby Sexton could do a little bit of wonder there, but Knights are looking good here.
Yeah, Preston's been coming off the bench playing on the right. Obviously when you play left or right side, the dominant hand that you're holding the ball in with your
changes with your offloads and that.
With your
for
offloads
sure.
and with your palm offs as well. So
it's funny you say that. You see that with Kai Pierce-Paul. He's the exact same. I think it was last year. I don't know. I forgot who was playing second row, but they were really good with those offloads. But because Kai Pierce-Paul is in the other arm, he doesn't get a lot of offloads. Even though his arm's always hanging out, he can't get it out to his wingers or centre or the fullback cutting through the back left. So
I mean, you can manipulate your body in a tackle to be able to offload.
Pop it out. But when you're running that ball and you take that first contact and you go for that, say, left side flick, it really does affect it. So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 100%. All right, moving on. Panthers up against Dragons, and wow, talk about changes. It looks like a preseason game here. Well, obviously, Panthers and Dragons losing a lot of players to Origin and also Jackie Bird with the syndesmosis. Yeah,
I did not realise it was that many.
I already sort of had a look through and knew Jesse Marshke was probably the only option to come in for 7 for the Dragons with Benny Hunt in for Queensland. And obviously, he came on for the Dragons a few games ago and played at 9, but I think 7's his position, so I'm really excited to see him in the 7. Wow, this is, I guess, is a kind of a look into the future for this Panthers side. Laurie named at fullback, but
Damn.
there's I heard a tip that he's going to play in the halves.
I wouldn't be sad with that. I'd rather him in the halves and you bring Isaiah Iongi in. He has been crazy lately, and I feel like he'll tear it up. He's sitting behind Dylan Edwards, and obviously he's not going to get a shot for a while. But Isaiah's a really good player, and I'm really hoping they move Laurie into the halves and they bring him in. But Brad Schneider got named. I thought he was still a couple of weeks out.
Yeah, well, I think that's what my sources are telling me, that that actually he is back. I heard that Jack Cole. I heard that Jack Cole is not going to be at the 6, and I heard Laurie's going to be at the 6, and then maybe that young fella you're talking about,
Isaiah, comes in.
And Preston Ricky.
Yeah.
Is that Jordan's brother? Related?
Probably cousin. Probably cousin.
One of the bros.
Yeah, he is going to make his debut. The Couchman brothers back on. This is the Penrith machine. We just saw. We doubted it last week. Obviously, they've lost so many big names, but it is the Dragons. It is the Dragons' turn to win.
Yeah,
it is their week to win. So
we were talking a couple of weeks ago about depth, and this is where we finally get to see Panthers' depth come in. And Nathan Cleary is brilliant to look into the future and kind of handpick these players. And
it's Ivan.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Ivan.
I was like, I don't think Nathan's doing that.
Nathan's a future talent.
Ivan Hundy. I think this would be very interesting to see how those players go. I think it'll be interesting to see what Ivan's been doing and cooking up behind the Iron Curtain.
Cooking.
It'll be really good.
I like that. The Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
The old communist Yeah, well, they are. I mean, that's what the Iron Curtain
100%.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you get it.
Ivan the
But
Great.
that's what I mean. Like, you don't know what's going on behind it.
Like their
the idea of the
pathways
Iron
and just obviously it's not just Ivan. Their whole pathways at Panthers. Yeah, this is actually exciting to see.
Yep, I agree.
Love it.
Let's move on. Dolphins up against Raiders. The Dolphins were not it last week, getting done by the Warriors, and the Raiders just got an absolute pasting by the informed Roosters. This is a great matchup.
Yeah.
Trey Fuller is back.
Get up.
Ooh, the Fuller train.
Get up, boys.
The Fuller train.
Has been absolutely fantastic, and
good to see.
yeah, it's a great matchup up against the experienced Jordan Rapana for the Dragons. Young halves with the exception of Cody Nikorima, who's been around the block.
Been around the
Papali'i comes back up against Jesse Bromwich. Like it's stacked against across the park. This could shape up
Close.
as the game of the round.
Yeah, I was
very
about to
close.
say the exact same thing. I reckon this could be the one. Pretty Ricky, could he get it done?
Real pretty.
Here he is, back with the pretty Ricky.
Oh, because I know you love it so much.
Do not.
Big footy guy.
If anyone asks me what's my biggest ick,
Pretty Ricky.
I'll say it's pretty Ricky.
Oh, Milford. What a guy.
Oh, the MILF is
The
back
MILF
on
train.
the interchange.
The MILF.
I'm not
What
saying
a
that.
guy.
The old MILF hunter.
The old MILF
Maxi
hunter.
Plath at 13. He was unlucky to miss out on Origin. I think if there's some injuries around that second row lock
Yeah.
forward position,
He'll come in.
he will come in. I think Max
Fafita.
Plath is an absolute Origin player.
Yeah. I mean, you still got Trey Fuller performing exquisitely at the minute. Jermaine
Young.
Osako, you've got Herbie Farmworth. Jack Bostock is killing it as well. Cody Nikorima, Isaiah Katoa. It's hard to put this past the Dolphins winning this.
That young forward pairing, half pairing of the Raiders is
Oh,
been fantastic.
so
Strange and
good.
Yeah,
Go
it's been
Weeks.
off.
So the Raiders basically lose Hudson Young, which he was always going to be in Origin.
Yeah.
He's just been absolutely fantastic. They haven't really lost a whole lot.
Where-
Kafusi and
So
Hammer.
Hammer obviously loves to run. He loves to run the holes. Who are you filling in for that?
Trey
You
Fuller.
don't really need to. I don't think
Well,
you
if-
really.
I mean,
if
that, well,
Hammer's
that's,
not there,
that's where
that's
they
Trey
get a
Fuller.
majority of their tries. Trey Fuller, I back 100%. I back
Oh,
his
same.
ability,
Yeah.
but he doesn't run the holes anywhere near as good as what
Yeah,
Hammer
of course
does.
not. Yeah, I feel like it's just something you're gonna just have to take, and you play. You know, you take the tackle, and then you keep playing. You know, a lot of the time when they get those breaks, it's like tackle 2, take the tackle, keep running through your sets, and a lot of the time it gets out to Bostock or Osako. So
Yeah.
I reckon they'll be all right.
Yeah, moving on. Last game of the round.
Ooh.
Roosters up against Cowboys.
Boys.
Yeah, a
Up
lot
the
of
Cowboys.
players missing through Origin. For both teams, they're
Holy.
both absolutely being gutted. I mean, there's still so much class. I'd say mainly with the Roosters.
Holy.
Kiri's been named, even though he's 20th man for Origin. Is that? I think he's actually still allowed to play because he's named at 20.
Yeah, he's still at the camp though.
Yeah, but he just goes out on Sunday, goes back into camp.
Yep.
Yeah, enough. White keeps his spot at lock
Oh, what a guy.
after what a game. And Siwa Wong back on the reserves
Mr.
bench.
Wong.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of him
Mr.
playing
Wong,
in
what a
the
guy.
reserves last week, and he had a really strong game. So, old Rezzies. Oh, Jennings in there as well. Look, looking at the back five, obviously Scotty Drinkwater is absolute champion, but apart from
Stacked.
Ponga, like
Yeah.
I reckon
They win
there's-
every single
There's
spot.
going to be the back
Still got
seven.
Teddy, still got Toops, still got Manu, still got Young, still got Kiri,
Nah,
still
nah.
got
Yeah.
Walker.
Uh,
Well, Kiri's,
So how many weeks
Either
in
way.
the past month? I think it's 3 out of 4 weeks the Roosters have scored over 40 points
Far out.
in the past month. So I see another 40 points coming here.
I reckon.
Terrell
I don't
May,
think, I
anytime.
don't think Cowboys have been, and shout out to the Cowboys fans out there, but I don't think Cowboys have been anywhere near the form that we've seen from them in recent years this year.
No.
So, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a walkover. I back Teddy to score a double because he wasn't named in Origin. He'll be furious. He'll be coming out steaming this weekend. I back Dom Young to score a double as well.
Yeah,
I
dominate.
actually want to go the other wing and say that Tupou is going to score a double because Dom Young's actually up against Kyle Felt, who's decent in the air and is strong and is experienced, where Tupou's up against Braden Burns. He came in and scored 2 tries on his debut for the club,
Could just
then
be
got dropped,
abusing
but
that
now
left
he's
wing.
back.
Just be abused.
I know Joey Manu and Dom Young. That pairing is scary. I hate watching it. As soon as they get it out to that right side, I'm just like, it's either Joey Manu dummy and score, or it's Joey Manu gets tackled by 2 players and somehow flicks it out to Dom Young.
Yeah,
So it's
quick
always a
offload.
win, no matter how it gets out there. Oh, and Terrell May in there.
There you go.
starting.
Gamble responsibly. Tedesco to score, Dom Young to score, and Toops to score.
Yes.
Rightio. Let's. Are you boys ready for your tips?
I am.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
go
ready. I'm ready.
Go
Let's
on,
let's do a quick little shoot and 5 games. Head it down. I'll clip this up. Let's go, baby.
All right, my tips are I'm going the Eels this week over the Sharks. I'm going Knights over the Bulldogs, Penrith over the Dragons, Dolphins over Raiders, Roosters over Cowboys. All
Rightio,
the home
Preston.
teams.
My tips for the week are Para over the Sharkies. I got Newcastle over the Doggies. I got Penrith over the Dragons. I got the Dolphins over the Raiders. And I got the Roosters over the Cowboys.
Exact same.
Is it?
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's. So you're doing all the home teams as well.
I didn't even realize.
All right.
Yes.
You know what? Swing for the fences here, boys.
Yeah,
I'm going to
thank
go
God.
Sharks over the Eels. I'm going to go Bulldogs over the Knights. I'm going to go Dragons over the Panthers. I'm going to go Raiders over Dolphins. And I'm going to take the Roosters over the Cowboys.
Dragons over the Panthers.
Absolutely. It's
I actually don't not like that. It's pretty good.
It's they're on again, off again. It's their round to win. So and looking at the amount that's out for the Panthers, like you're going, oh, okay. So if you lost Nathan, you got Jerome. Jerome's not there. Isaiah Yeo, not there. Dylan Edwards, not there. Liam Martin, not there. Brian Toto, not there. Like there's missing so many. Like
You know the only person they're not missing? Ivan Cleary. He knows what he's doing. I back the man.
He's not wrong.
look, I love a lot of these players coming through, but there's still such just a lot of experience.
There's a lot of gaps there. There is a lot of gaps there.
Yeah.
I'm taking the risk.
I think there's been some really good players there. Obviously, Jack DeBellin, Jacob Little, Kyle Flanagan, Terrell
100%.
Sloan,
They've still,
Sully, like,
they've
there's
still
a-
got majority of their first grade
Yeah.
players.
It's it's going to be a very interesting round. But yeah, I need to make up some ground, boys. So I'm swinging for the fences on that one.
Copy that. Love your work.
Copy that. All right, that's our tip show. That was short, sharp, and sweet.
Just like Brent.
Oh.
I'm taller than you, mate. Taller than you.
I thought we were
By
talking
quite
about the
a bit.
sweet part.
Wasn't a
Damn.
reference.
Yeah, you said short. I was like, no, definitely taller than both of you. Big things.
Huh?
Big things coming. Anyway, thanks. If you haven't already, please subscribe. There's a notifications button as well. You can be notified every time we post something on YouTube. Get around our socials. Say hi to your mum for me. Say less. Peace out. Yo. Oh, yeah.